Right, I like to catch and jab. That's why we catch with the backhand, so you can jab at the same time. So I can flourish, I can cross, I can do high knees, I can speed up, I can do fighting stance, I can cross. Right, I can go forward and backwards. I can squat when I do a flourish. Boom. Make sure you're working on your feet. Make sure you're challenging yourself when you're moving around. So you come here, keep your shoulder in the front. Boom. Bam! And then you're right back. And then you defend it in different ways, so I can slip. Right? And I also like to do it on the right side and the left side. And it sounds simple, but it's actually kind of hard to do both sides the same way. Like, someone asked me for jump rope stuff, which is cool. So I'll show a couple of jump rope things. I got my red rope right here. And then working on counters, and we might get to speed, but we'll see. I think I want to do a separate video on speed and a separate video on something else. I have to look over it again, but jump rope and counter punches, that's what we're working on today. All right, so jump rope, I got my jump rope right here. This one's pretty fast. Not everybody's jump rope has to be super fast. Really what matters about the jump rope is what kind of technique that you're using in terms of challenging yourself to move in different ways. I can just sit here and jump rope the same way all day, but I don't kind of want to just sit here, you know, with my two-legged jump, right? I kind of want to shift my weight a little bit, get relaxed. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go like this. When you pull in this number right here, your arms are too, you know, extended to do anything with the rope and to control the rope. You really want to work your wrist a little bit, and you see my arm is going up and down just a tiny bit, but not like this, and not like this. I'm in here. All right, so jumping. I'm shifting my weight. That's kind of one of the first things that I want people to do. And to learn how to do this, right, what you do is you just hop on one foot, and then you hop on the other foot. Maybe like 5 times, right? Just to get used to it. And then you learn how to alternate, right? Now you see I'm lifting my feet off the ground. That's all good. And then as you get more comfortable, you'll be able to kind of like keep your feet both kind of on the ground while still shifting your weight. So that's important, right? I'm going here, moving. All right, now the second thing that I have people do is I have them get in their fighting stance, right? Or I would like to get everybody to do that. It's very difficult, but getting your fighting stance from here, right? I'm here. You see how I'm staggered and I'm going back and forth here? I'm still bouncing in my fighting stance, right? And you can switch too, right? I can lift up, switch, switching back and forth. Those are different tricks I like to do. From fighting stance, but also maybe I like to move in circles, right? I can come here, right? That's easy, but can you also do that in fighting stance, right? Here, fighting stance. I was just about to say I'm very surprised that I didn't mess that up, but I did. And it's okay to mess up. You're gonna mess up, that's fine. You're supposed to mess up, you know, if you're challenging yourself, then that means, you know, you're obviously gonna mess up. So you should do that. I like to do little flourishes, right? I like to swing my rope on the left side and the right side. And I also like to do it on the right side and the left side. And it sounds simple, but it's actually kind of hard to do both sides the same way. Like, initially for the first like 3 years of boxing, like I never even tried doing right side first, and when I did, it was very difficult. But like doing left side first was natural for me. I would go here, and it was really easy. 1, 2, boom, 1, 2, boom. And then doing that on this side was really hard. It's still a little awkward, but I can do it now. That's good. I'm crossing. All right, that's another one. So I can flourish, I can cross, I can do high knees, I can speed up, I can do fighting stance, I can cross. All right, I can go forward and backwards. I can squat when I do a flourish. Boom. All right, you can stay squatted if you're trying to really warm up your legs. That's another way to do that one. Another way to warm up your legs, I mean. There's a lot of tricks. Double unders, everybody likes double unders, right? When you do double under, basically, I'm gonna swing twice, but I'm gonna jump once. Big jump like that, right? When you do your big jump, you really have to jump high. Boom. And you have to keep your legs straight. A lot of people do not keep their legs straight when you do double unders, and that's a big mistake. So, if I jump high like this, I'm not gonna be able to do another one. I mean, I probably could, but it's gonna take up a lot of energy. I'm gonna go. Oh, that's a lot. Whereas I can go like this, and I can keep doing this all day. I can do tricks doing this. I can cross. Oops. I can mess up, right? Can do all kinds of stuff. But the whole point is I'm challenging myself. I'm doing different things. My jump rope, been going for about 5 minutes. You should be able to do that for 15. Just keep messing around with different things, moving around, you know, creating new tricks. That's all fun, but the main thing is working on your feet, right? That's the main thing you want to do. Make sure you're working on your feet. Make sure you're challenging yourself when you're moving around, okay? Now, well, I'm gonna do my push-ups, my squats, and then we're gonna get into counters, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just get that started real quick. I'm gonna start my timer. I time my stuff, so I have to do 100 push-ups within 1 round, just 3 minutes. And then once I'm done with my push-ups, once I have time, I interrupted myself. Once I have time, I'll shadow box. So my first round is starting now. Let me get my push-ups done. That's 50, I think. I didn't leave. He always likes to interrupt my push-ups. I did 10. See, now I messed up. I got 30 more. Just 30. 20 more. That's 90. 10 more. Alright, so now I shadow box. I had to grab my weights. Egg weights are like my favorite thing right now. Good, so that was my first round. Alright, so now I'll do my fighting stance squats. A lot of people know what I like on these. Alright, I like your foot turned over. Like you're fighting. And you just squat. You don't come all the way up. You come up to your fighting stance. And then you keep going. Hold on, let me check my timer. Alright. So I'll do 50 like this and then 50 southpaw.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to
40.
see her. There must be something that feeds her. You found the beauty goes much deeper.
50.
Once you get to
Alright, now southpaw position.
you see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be her. And all the dudes are trying to score like it's
My legs are tired.
she lives a double life. Puts on a show.
20.
What's under the subtle smile? You'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's
30.
lining up to see her. There must be something that features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper. Once you get to meet her, she's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's
40.
lining up to see
10 more.
there must be something that features. You find her beauty goes much deeper. Once you get to meet her, let me paint a picture.
Yeah, 50. Shadow box.
Feeling like Picasso. She brushing against my hands. See you from around the way. You think give me the time of day. You be making moves like you who really care what Simon say. All the bad things be like past that. I ain't sipping down, I'm just trying to get my cash back. You be looking fine, so no wonder they can match that. Louis V scarf, I'm chilling with a dad. Whoa, slow it down like that. Slow it down like that. She's a Mona Lisa.
Hey. Okay, so we'll get to counters. All right, so the first drill that I do when I counter is I counter one punch with one punch. So what I want to do is work on different timing. And I did a counter punch development drill that I uploaded. So if you guys check that one out, you'll be able to pick up on these drills a lot easier. But basically you're gonna take different ways to defend a punch. So I'm gonna defend a jab. So if somebody's throwing a jab at me, and I'm in this stance right here, right? And they're in the same stance, right? I'm usually gonna catch with the same hand, or I'm sorry, the right hand, right? My rear hand, boom. And I can counter a couple of ways. I can counter with the same hand, boom, boom. I can counter with the opposite hand, boom, boom, or boom, boom, right? I can counter different paths, like I can come up, boom, boom. Alright, I can go boom, boom. Those are very uncommon if you catch, then throw right, uppercut. But there's a place and time for everything that you do. So you might as well have the agility to do it, right? Anyway, the drill is easy. Defend the same punch in different ways. So I'm gonna catch it. Hey! Now I'm gonna do opposite hand, right? Hey! And then you defend it in different ways. So I can slip, right? And then you can also slip the other way. You can slip inside on a jab, right? So I said on a jab, generally you go to the outside of the punch. Sometimes you can go inside, but you have to do it correctly. Okay, you have to do it correctly. So if you slip on the inside, if you slip this way towards the outside of your body, you shouldn't turn, in my opinion. I don't think you should go like this and then try to come back. Somebody throws a jab, bam, they're ready to throw the next thing. They're gonna hit you. They're gonna hit you, doesn't make any sense. So you come here, keep your shoulder in the front, boom, bam, and then you're right back. Right, so I can slip, hey, 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 hey. Right, so then I can kind of mix those up. I'm using head movement, I'm using hand catches, right? So I'll mix them up. Hey. You have to keep focused. You have to make sure you're still defending the same punch. Same punch, right? I can't imagine other punches yet. I'll do that next round. Next round I'll do different punches. Hey. Defending the jab. Right, I like to catch and jab because you can also do that at the same time. That's why we catch with the backhand. So you can jab at the same time. Okay, so that was first round, right? I'm just defending the jab. So now I might defend the right hand. And when you defend the right hand, right, somebody might throw a power punch. So going like this might not be enough, right? If they're throwing a 2 right here, bam, I might want to go here, right? To absorb it a little bit, right? I don't want to turn too much. I don't want to go like this, right? I want to come here to where I still see my opponent, but I am absorbing it so I can return. Boom, 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 boom. So that's how I catch it generally. Now, if I want to catch and return with the opposite hand, I'm sorry, the same hand. This is the opposite hand, right? Boom, bam, right? Opposite hand, I can go boom. I'm not gonna turn so much because I gotta turn my hook over. So I'm gonna catch it, bam, pop, turn, pop, pop. So here, pop, 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 right? So that's 2 variations. Okay, I can slip the right hand. Right, I might slip to the outside of the right hand, which is this way. All right, this on the right. Boom, my hands up. Boom, I can come back. Ha ha. Now, when somebody's throwing the right hand, and you're going the same way as that right hand, you'll see. If I had a demonstrator, that'd be awesome, right? But you guys will see when you go this way, the right hand is gonna come right at you, and it's gonna probably bounce off your shoulder and hit you anyway. So you have to really make a decision when you slip the same way that a right hand is going, right? You can change direction and go to the outside like you're supposed to. You can turn the shoulder over and try to catch it. Boom. If you're not using your hand, that's the best you can do. But if somebody's throwing an overhand, they're gonna hit you. So I like to change levels when I go right. I either come here, because if they're throwing a jab, boom, I might come here, and they throw a 2. Sometimes I'll come here, but sometimes they'll come under the 2 and they'll go right over me. In my opinion, that's probably the second best thing you can do other than stepping or changing the side that you're on. So if you're gonna go this way, boom, change levels so you can come up. That's how you're gonna move your head on the 2, right? That wasn't enough. I didn't change levels enough. Hey. And then I mix those with my catches. Oh, I did the wrong catch. I tried to catch a hook. I need to catch the right hand. Hey! 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 Now, one thing that once you get the muscle memory on this, one thing that you need to do is you need to move after you counter. You can't just counter and beat them up. You gotta counter, boom, and move. And stay in motion. Stay in motion. You gotta stay in motion. That was time. So, that's the basics to the counters. Now we can get into the more specifics, but that'll take a little bit more time in terms of like counter pathways and like creating a cross and creating like different angles, using your feet to counter, right? Using your feet to create distance, all kinds of different stuff. So yeah, that'll be it. I'm gonna keep drilling. I'll see you guys later.